YouTube, welcome back to another The Cycle Frontier video. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make absolute bags of cash in this video game. You can do this solo, you can do this with your friends, you can do it however you want to do it. But currently, right now in this game, this is the absolute best way to make money. Before we get into it, if you guys could do me an absolute solid, I'm going to be cranking out all kinds of The Cycle Frontier content for you guys. So if you guys could head down below and smash that like button for me, let's see if we can't get 50 likes on this video. Also, be sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you're not already, and make sure your post notifications are turned on so you get notified every single time we post a video. Also, head down to that comment section below. Let me know how much money you have in this game, and let me know what kind of content you guys want to see in the future. But without further ado, let's get into it. Before we do, let me get a kit ready real quick. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna buy the best gun in the game. The second best gun in the game. Add our converter, which is gonna help us headshot players all the way up to a purple helmet. All right, let's get into it. So first things first, we're gonna be deploying to Bright Sands, which is just the normal map. As far as a kit for this run, you are going to be going into the jungle. As a solo player, you can sneak around a lot of the monsters and a lot of the creatures in there. You don't necessarily have to have the greatest guns and the greatest stuff. You can come out of here with upwards of like $60,000, $70,000 worth of stuff. The only thing I would try your absolute best to do is to have at least a green backpack. Bring a good bit of heals in case you aggro a good mob of creatures. But what we're gonna do, as soon as you spawn, you're gonna head to the northernmost part of jungle. You're going to want to head to the northern wall of jungle. So we're going to make our way over there now. Again, you can do this completely solo. I've been running this solo all day long. It obviously is a little bit easier with a teammate, but as a solo player, you take that trade-off and, you know, obviously you get more of the loot for yourself. But the main focus of this, as soon as we get to that northernmost area of jungle, is we're going to be hunting and farming focus crystals. So on your way up here, you can pick up some of the stuff you want, but try and keep your bag as light as possible, because we are going to be stuffing mushrooms, we're going to be stuffing focus crystals, we're going to be stuffing all kinds of stuff of insane value in that bag. Oh, there's a player right there. Just tapped him once. Two of them, at least. It's a head tap on one. I'm actually going to let him go just for time purposes. I'm going to come back here and loot his boy. See what kind of juice he had. Whole lot of nothing, dude. Sage. Got more people on us. Okay, we're gonna act like that first one never happened, and here we go. Again, guys, you're gonna want to head to the northernmost wall of jungle. I'll see you there in just a minute. We are what I like to call into the thick of it, boys. All right, boys, and this is what we're looking for. You are looking for these. They're green and blue, and they are the focus crystal ores. This spawn is a little bit like northeast of Crash Ship. We're still working our way to that northernmost wall where a lot of these spawns are. But there are a few kind of in and out. Your main places you're going to be looking are this northernmost wall, around the Crash Ship area, and then a little bit west over by Jungle Camp. I'm going to show you the exact spawns as we go through this. But first spawn is right along the edge of this bridge. It's kind of like underneath this little archway right here. Right again to a little bit of the northeast of Crash Ship. These things are the best money makers in the game. They sell for 1,000 a piece. You can try your best when you're a little bit on the lighter weight side to crouch and be quiet around these creatures, and they won't aggro you near as bad. When you start to get a lot of weight in your backpack, it doesn't really matter if you get close enough. Even if you're crouched, they'll still aggro you. But when you're on the lighter side, you can sneak around them pretty easily. As you can see, we're not quite to the wall yet, but once you get to this, after this first little divot right here, where we are right here, as you can see up on like where all these rocks are, that is a focus crystal ore right there. These aren't the main ones, but these are kind of some side ones. As you're making your way around, you can go for as well. They kind of spawn all throughout the jungle, but like I said, again, the main ones are the wall, Crash Ship, and over by Jungle Camp. Again, that one is kind of right underneath that overhang. Gonna keep sneaking our way through here. Okay, we have made it to the northernmost wall. You can, that little mine door right there, you can't go through there, but This is as far north as you can go as far as the wall goes. And again, it's right in the middle of that second divot. There's a spawn right here, as you can see. It's right past this little outpost as well. This is kind of where the spawns really start to pick up. We got a pure, a purple one out of that, a pure crystal one as well. That is worth 2K. But again, keep working your way down the wall. We made it through that one divot, and we're gonna head into this next one here. And again, as you're going, just make sure you're scanning around these walls, making sure you're not missing one. People are starting to figure out about this strat, so sometimes you can come over here and people have already farmed all of them. Bright cap mushrooms as well. There's a lot of bright cap mushrooms in the jungle. You really want to focus on the mushrooms, the flowers, and the focus crystals. All right, once you keep following the wall and you make it right here, you're kind of right by the jungle letters. You're gonna hop over this and down into this little gully back here. As you can see, the spawns are starting here. That is a nickel in there. Keep going back here. There's usually more spawns along this wall. There are some spawns through there as well. Again, just work the wall. Sometimes people take them. Sometimes the spawns are a little bit different. Work the wall and look for the blue and green glowing ores. Like I said, they sell for 1,000 a piece. So right now we're sitting on 15, probably close to 20K just in the crystals alone. You're going to want to come out of that little gully and just keep working the wall. There's some more spawns down here. The majority of the time you'll find like between 3 and 5. So you're looking at about 3 to 5K per ore. Come through the tunnel and there's more spawns along this back wall right here. Again, this is at the very northwesternmost part of the map. It looks like if they were here, they've already been mined. But there are some all along in this little like half circle area right there. Next up, after you work the northernmost wall, I like to come down here towards jungle camp. You're going to go right to the right of the camp word where these two little circles are. The spawn we're going through right now, as you can see them up there. That's where we're going. It almost always has creatures on it. If it doesn't, then that means someone's probably already been through there. There usually is a couple Jeffs in this area as well. And then into the crashed ship, there's another, a bunch more spawns. Again, a Jeff spawns in there as well. You don't even necessarily have to go for these if you don't want to. I'll show you. If you sneak your way, you can sneak your way into the back of Crash Ship. Kind of come in from the north side. And there's a few ores that usually spawn right there that you can actually get without aggroing anything. We're going to grab these mushrooms. There's some more Titan right there. We are in the Crash Ship area right now. I think somebody has been through here. But you can grab all the crystal spawn. There's a ton all throughout the area of the field stabilizer. Kind of all through where the crash ship is. Again, it's usually pretty hairy in here. More mushrooms, another spawn here. We're going to go ahead and move out of here. It's actually a spawn right here. More spawns in here. Again, this is right by the little railroad place right there. Because of the storm, I don't have time to show you guys the spawns on the western side by the jungle camp, so I'm going to roll you guys a clip from the stream right now. All right, guys, these are going to be the spawns again on the area that's right next to the jungle camp. It is right outside of the crash ship area, kind of right to the northwest. Again, it has a lot of creatures. If you guys want to get to these spawns, a lot of times you do have to clear these out. In this particular run right here, there wasn't a Jeff, so it wasn't too hairy. Once you take them out, we're going to pass this little drop pod that's right here. There's some spawns right up here all along this wall. You see some up a little bit further right here as well. We're going to head up to these ones that are a little bit in front. There's some spawns right here underneath this little rock archway. If you go outside and out and around this little rock that's on my right here, there's another spawn that hugs this right side wall right here. Make sure we're grabbing mushrooms, and you see it right here next to these vines right here. And those were the only spawns that I had in this particular raid. Again, they kind of spawn all throughout these rocks you're seeing that I'm showing right here. So just make sure you guys are walking around checking the ins and outs of these little tunnels. Pretty sure there's a spawn right there in that hole that I'm looking at right now. Again, just walk around the rock edges and the walls, and you should find everything that's there. Yeah, well, in case you guys have ever wondered what it's like to be stuck in the storm in this game, here you go. If it ever happens to you, you guys just find yourself a nice cozy building to get inside of and wait it out. Hey guys, just wanted to check in and let you guys know that it's starting to pick up a little bit. I'll get back with you guys when it clears up a little bit. Alright guys, well I'm back. The weather has cleared up rather nicely, so we're gonna go ahead and get the hell out of here. Something I did not know, I guess if you sit through the storm, you could get charged spinal bases. All right, guys, so we made it out of that raid. As you can see on this run, we got 50K. It got cut a little bit short because of the storm. That's pretty much it for the strat. Like I said, you can make anywhere from 50 to 70,000 currency doing this. Head to the jungle, head to all those spawns we mentioned, find as many focus crystals as you possibly can. Look for those mushrooms, look for those flowers as well. Like I said, these things sell for 1,000 a piece. So as you can see, they stack in stacks of 10. So 10K a piece, and then like I said, the other ones are 2K a piece. And they give you really good reputation to level your traders as well. As you can see, if I stack all this stuff in here, but we got around 1,200 reputation for ICA and around 50 racks. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Again, if you guys want to see more of the Cycle Frontier content, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure those post notifications are on, because we are about to be slinging the Cycle Frontier content your way. Also, I would love to have you guys stop by the Twitch stream. We just had an insane night of raids, made a ton of money, killed a bunch of players, and we even gave away some access codes to give you guys access to this game. Check that link in the description and drop a follow on the stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. See you on the next one.